Benny's adventure team, assemble! Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Why would he—
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around anywhere for a The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilly churros? Isn't he in danger? Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk! Let's take them out of the picture first!
Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly churls unfinished.
What's up with painting hilly churls? What makes them—
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Wow! Look at the detail!
You can find these hilly churls anywhere. Quite bored. Such primitive communities, such unique attributes are—
Hold your horses. Something tells me we found your man. I'm headed back.
What? Don't you have any question? What a weird—
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. But back to the point. From her words, it's—
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck—
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary— I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack— I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. Excellent. If I could procure your assistance— forgive me. This must be confusing.
Whoa! You want to start with—
You're right. Giving a for example. However, I have a particular seed in my possession. It's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against. That's...
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not.
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend, but you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you...
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little...
Mora, knowledge, and the answer to... Time for a change of surroundings. We should be...
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to...
Off we go!
Paimon has a question.
I don't know. But I feel the importance using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would, after awakening, even creation. Still...
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't...
Well, if it turns out to be a delicious fruit...
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
Well, let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second heart? Fascinating. And this...
What a stupid question. Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting you. Oh, that rules out that. But that would mean that Paimon... that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body. Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in the research, it seems... Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you...
Huh?
Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good experiment. Naturally, if you require a greater challenge...
Slimes! Slimes are fine.
Well, prepare yourself.
Get out of here!
Hey, yeah! Booba, get them!
Huh? Huh? Let's light it up!
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary? If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready. Excellent. Now that we know that the external flow is
Internal flow? How do...
It's very simple. I can use up... If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental
Sounds
Don't worry. In the normal course of events...
And in the app...
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made... Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But, just a warning. If an internal elemental react... Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. It's a type of ore known as stars. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some... All going to plan.
Paimon's still got a few... Let's keep...
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes.
It's the fire! You're toast!
Rain outlines your fate.
This one. Usable with a bit of polish. Lead the way.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not.
This is my campsite. I've added them at... While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these
I wouldn't call them results. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes. Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental... Following this line of thought, I'm sure...
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. A cryoregisvine, or even a whopperflower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic... In that sense, things might get
yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This traveler is a visitor. If it turned out that he did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world...
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so... Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need...
Great. I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
tasty? You said you tried some already.
Oh, this was the result This potion channels elemental power into the body. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience...
So you knew you'd be sick and still...
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the... But of course, you're my assistant. By all... In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to...
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a... The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference. People are the same, they can understand, empathy. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the thing. For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyro-regisfine. To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter.
You can count on me, sir.
Is he trying to join the Knights? What Paimon meant to say was... That's the spirit!
Before we can proceed with our... If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may...
Here comes Albedo! Let's go see him!
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Agreed. I'd love to find a moment to put, well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Tevat, for example. Here, but worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so, leaving elements to one side. Do you possess it? I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. And no, you shan't be required. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
You think Paimon knows how to do that stuff?
That was your best effort? Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation. I suppose... Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine...
Cooking? Paimon was...
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting.
Paimon bets you're just hungry. That does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon up. Good buddies are...
I'll leave you to it then. Looking forward to the... If there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus...
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that... How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Maybe try the willpower thing again. Where does he get these ideas from anyway? Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
That was fast. An average outcome experimentally, but as far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up... Unless... Could it be that
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little...
Not to worry. At least we put some food to go. And here's your portion. Enjoy.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and yours. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong.
Hey! You were being nice, but you do have tasty recipes, so... And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends.
Yes. I'm fortunate too, I suppose. There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper places, I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading me. Animal crystal fly elemental extract and electrohypostasis powder.
Paimon's barely finished eating and you want us to go gathering again?
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I would... If you had, say, superpower, I must have dropped them somewhere in the area where...
So, guess we'd better take a look. Oh yeah! You... The extract of an animal crystal fly can only be animal elemental energy, right? This has gotta be it! Still in one piece! Good thing the vial's so strong! This must be electrohypostasis powder!
Goodness. You managed to find... I'm wondering... This...
Yep, guess it does.
Unfortunately, though elementals only a never-before-seen otherworldly...
You mean, we failed it?
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, I have to commend your deduction that the items would... Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your other... Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what Sucrose is? And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over... So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into... Then I shouldn't get too excited. I know of a location that will be perfect for... Necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is. Whichever method you choose, I will factor the time expended and your tops...
The opposite side of the lake. So,
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively. Some of us would be unable to stand the icy water.
while we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing... emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Off we go!
Great work. I've never seen a performance quite. Your reputation precedes you, traveler. The data show.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking...
Me? Actually, if it turns out that the natural laws of Tavad do not affect you, if the natural laws of Tavad do affect you, then I shall be able to... The innumerable possibilities that this could present.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. What? I may be about to make some analogies between you. Gold, petrified trees. The essence of the investigative process is I'm willing to pour all my energy, all these things that start out as objects.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to paint those hilly turtles?
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are, for the most part...
So after all these experiments, are we...
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me. Now, before we head back to the campsite, follow me. There are some other ruins near... I imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums. I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capability. I'd like you to explore these ruins and there are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the ruins. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. Everything you do is an action I wish to observe. A tried and tested adventurer, I see. So, let's see you in action. It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution. Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
I'm going in! Huh?
Nice and spicy!
Swift and merciful. Ah!
Off we go!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Let's light it up! Let's light it up! Off we go!
It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm looking forward to finding out. Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. We should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look. What's this? To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. There's still a lot to learn about them. And as for why they should ever... Let me make a copy first. I'll make...
Another thing for the don't understand list. Unsolved. Seems like if you want the reward, you gotta pay the price.
I've truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Paimon's kinda looking forward to seeing the results of all this brain ache. Unless you can think of anything better.
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing
You! You didn't leave the—
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you— I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor. Taking orders from a complete stranger? Drinking anonymous I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive.
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top of it.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into some—
No way! Paimon would have sensed it!
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let a
So, what are you gonna do?
I've gotta hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can be sure that nothing you came in— I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these symbols.
But we don't even know what the—
That much is true. But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no— which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work
overtime.
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's gone! So, Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that. Huh. Never mind her.
No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on, let's go! Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
You're back. Good timing. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back? Time for the results. We got a but the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is...
You couldn't tell that just by We spent all day working our butts off.
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but have you ever considered that the world of Tevat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders? I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence. The only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar is the seed that I mentioned. But after I observed, imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
The transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem, is not nurturing otherworldly life also It would seem that that's as far as we go.
Paimon thought, with all our efforts, it might have bloomed forever, and it...
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities. Its value shouldn't derive from how long it's... A short life can be well lived. So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here?
Things feel a little heavy right now. Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look after you. Albedo, Paimon really wants to be...
Thank you both. Even if dispelling loneliness is... Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a fly. I mean that the time I've spent traveling... In the future, if the need arises, well... I made a point throughout of telling him how ordinary the results were. But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections. But those born... If, one day, I lose control, can I rely on you to stop me?
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Is it just Paimon, or is there something weird about those hilly trails over there? Right. Maybe it has something... Uh-oh. This is right by the Wangshu Inn. Now that we've seen it, if we don't do anything...
Teamwork is dreamwork! Huh?
These super evil hilly trolls are Hey! Seems like people are gathering over there. Oh, wonder what they're doing. Whoa! See that guy in the mask? He's scared of... Oh, you mean like Xiao? Now that you mention it, but the magic he was using seemed even more Ahem. Hello.
Please, if you're here to thank me, there's no need. Wait, who are you? One had assumed you were followers, but
My name's Paimon, and this is my...
one sees. The one before you, one descended from one's mountain abode to cleanse the world of evil.
Our wishes? Paimon thought that the Adepti and Leela were just really...
There are different levels of Adepti. Are not yet, it is unbecoming of an Adepti to boast of one's powers.
Have you seen the Master of Stars in action? I believe that now. Watching him use his magic is all the... Not long ago, I sought some medicine from him on behalf of my... Once it was boiled and ready, it gave off this Adepti medicine is surely the most... Sure, you have to make some...
Finally, a light. Oh, after my fiance had been left. But then I turned to the map. I can't I'm so overjoyed that I gave up.
The Millilith don't really need to do shifts when the I'm a merchant. Reason being, monsters run a mile as soon as... It didn't come cheap.
What do you think? One's adherents may... Surely you jest. All things are connected. That which more... In other words, their wishes are all...
Nope. It makes them way more
Indeed. You are...
Okay.
Oh? You need but ask. One wanders among mortals, doing good and cleanse...
Ah, got it.
Now then, what are your wishes?
Now, hold on a second. What about your sister?
This is a common mortal sentiment. That you hail not from Liu, so be it. But first,
What's that supposed to mean?
the way of the Adepti cannot be grasped from words alone. One must seek.
What do we do? Paimon doesn't understand him at all. Oh, that's right. Some of those believers meant... Well, Paimon's not forking over anymore, and you don't even have a vision. Hey, why don't we make him a tasty snack? No one can resist the temptation of... Yep, a tasty... Why don't we head over to Wanwen Bookhouse and see if they got any new
So, you'd like a copy of Yaksha's The Guardian Adept?
Yes. Here.
Oh, aren't you generous?
Hey, isn't that, Star Snapper? What a coincidence running. Did you hear the name of the book he just bought? Well, anyway, it was definitely a book about the Adepti. Why wouldn't I? Really? What's so fishy about him? So, what you're trying to say is that he can't grant people's wishes? Paimon thinks we should check out that book. Maybe we'll... Hey there! We'd like a copy of Yaksha's...
Huh. Since when did that old chestnut become a bestseller? You're a rare breed of youngster if this is what you like to read. So, are you buying or not?
This is the one! Let's see what...
In ancient times, Liyue was a land of misery, where the shadow of evil loomed large. As slain gods festered, their vengeful wrath cursed the world, manifesting in infernal forms. When demons stirred, miasmas, monsters, and mutations infested the land. Then Rex Lapis summoned the Yakshas to vanquish the demons. They swore an oath. Restore order through slaughter. Purge evil through battle. To this, we dedicate our lives. Eons of bloodshed later, karmic debt weighed upon them. Phantom wrath seeping into their broken souls. They went mad with fear. Turned on each other. Or succumbed to the darkness. Of the 5 foremost Yakshas, death came to 3, while the 4th vanished without a trace. In the millennia since, one conqueror of demons remains the sole surviving Yaksha in the mortal realm. And only on moonlit nights, in the glow from Guyan, and in the sound of the Dihua flute, is his memory preserved.
This book is about the Yakshas. Seems like a pretty niche topic. So, there used to be 5 main Yakshas, but supposedly, do you think that it could have anything to do with that? No, surely not. The book says that the Yakshas, after fighting against the wrath of the poisoned by the hateful thoughts of the gods, it's so tragic. After everything they... The book says that the wrathful spirits of the gods defeated during the... All of which sound pretty horrendous. Do you think those super evil hilly churls we saw earlier... Yep, Paimon thinks we've already... So back to the matter at hand. The things we need answers on are 1, where did... Now to head back to where this all started and commence our investigation. Let's part the fog of mystery that hang... To be honest, Paimon actually hoped... But if we get our hopes up, they're... Alright.
Adventure time! Adventure time!
Flee at my command, foul demons! Flee! Why? What?
Uh-oh. Looks like Star's dead, and there are innocent bystanders here
Oh, I don't get it. Why didn't this... Has the evil aura of these hilly churls...
Sigil of permission, huh? Now why does that sound familiar? Right! It's a keepsake of the Adepti. No wonder he was able...
What are you two babbling on about? One is merely... Were one but given another
Well, as it happens, there goes another bunch of...
one suddenly feels ill at ease.
So you were just bragging... Come on, Traveler. Look... It's that conqueror of demons again! No wonder. Paimon was just wondering who could have made such short work of...
It's you. I remember you. I was purging some living beings that had been tainted by the demonic.
Huh? He isn't usually this polite. But you are exorcising demons!
That is because the changes that occurred in these monsters stem from me. Or more precisely...
Mutations? Karma? Oh, does that mean... Yeah! Paimon remembers that... So...
I see. You must mean that piece of literati... All things are impermanent, and to exist... My comrades who have passed on would see your tears as a stain upon their legacy. It matters not. In any case, I am on my way to...
Wait! Take us with you!
No need. I am used to fighting alone.
Well then... Oh, consider...
Well, come on then.
So, Xiao, you've been suffering from the bad karma all this time?
Suffering is my price to pay for eons of endless slaughter. I have come to accept this. But in recent years, other living things have suffered, when the burden should be mine alone to bear. I must reflect on this.
Ooh, this place...
I will use the ritual known as the Bane of All Evil. You must remain calm. Do not allow yourself to be affected by... Worthless! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Useless! Worthless! Here!
Bane of all evil. That must be the power you got for being a vigilant Yaksha, right? Paimons just realized that you only wear your mask when you're fighting the bad guys. But that Star Snatcher guy wears his mask the rest of the time, too.
Star Snatcher? I am aware of no Adeptus by such a name.
So he is a fraud! Well, we'll continue this discussion later. You should focus on your battle for now.
Worthless! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Here! Useless. Worthless. Here. Here. Worthless. Worthless. Useless. It is good that we came here. An unusual number of living things had fallen under it. Now, this
Ooh, Paimon will tell you.
an Adeptus who grants wishes.
As an Adeptus, do you have the power to...
The Liyue of yesteryear would never ask the Adepti for millennia ago. The ancestral people of Liyue asked for...
To be honest...
However feeble people nowadays may be, they are not my concern.
Whoops. Paimon's... Oh, one more thing? That fake
Wait. Truly? Fool. If this continues, things may spiral out of even my control. We must...
Great minds think alike! Paimon agrees. We've got to show them. And it just so happens that we've got a real Adeptus with us, too.
No. I only slay demons.
Who said anything about Kip?
It would certainly benefit Liyue if we could convince him I possess an art called Dream Trawler. It is normally used to separate the soul, but it can also be used to call forth the...
Whoa. Now that's a real Adepti art for ya.
A ritual must be performed for this art to be used. Assist me in gather...
Reduce the temperature. Oh, but as for the censer and the 7 lamps...
Do you know of the 2 Yaksha statues that stand guard beside him? The ancestors of the people of Liyue built shrines there to honor... Once you have found them, meet me at the Yaksha statues after...
Adventure time! Off we go!
Ooh, this temple will
The spirit soars the mountains high.
interrupt you, but
Well, I'll be. A pair walk into a shrine. Neither to.
we know it's rude to ask, but we just...
For the dream trawler ritual, I trust.
How'd you...
I have been in the shrine for far longer than you. Perhaps as a reward for my faithfulness, I have been.
Wow. Paimon's never heard of that.
It matters not. Take what you need. They serve little purpose here, in any case.
This sense... At least it isn't as run down as... So, next, we just need to grab the 7-star...
Adventure time!
Paimon thinks we've got all the ones we can use now. But let's say bye to that guy before we leave, shall we? Huh?
I had presumed that once you had acquired what you came for, you.
It's that guy's voice!
My physical form ceased to exist over 1,000 years ago. What? Now that you have taken the 7-star lamps and censer used in the mortal lingering ritual, I was once a junior in the Order of the Yakshas, bestowed with the name. Today is the anniversary of my death. That aside, you were sent here.
So, you two...
I sense his aura upon you. That... Even after all these... I am truly ashamed.
Don't say that, Pervases.
Life is a precious thing, yes. But when I think of the burden...
Pervase?
I apologize. Birthdays are joyful occasions. The mortal lingering will not last much longer. Take care, you... If only I could... By wave and storm, I hunt for...
Huh? Looks like he's gone then. We should get going. But...
Off we go!
Have you gathered the items for the rich? This sensor and these lamps.
Oh, and,
Pervases. Yes. As I thought, it seems that he could not leave Liyue behind, either. Place the sensor in the middle, and surround it with the 7-star lamps. Adorn the area with the items of abject cold. Yes, this will do. Now, there are 4 steps to performing this ritual. Offering incense. Adepti arts are the product of millennia of study by Adepti. Do not dismiss their failure to take this seriously could cause the technique to devour one.
stop talking! I'm sorry!
When offering the incense, we place the incense into the meditation is to empty ourselves of trivial. Then we shall recite the incantation in a loud voice. Finally, we will loose an arrow towards each of the Yaksha statues to enlist their. If all goes well, Star Snatcher's soul will be brought. If you have no other questions.
Then we meditate. Ugh. Paimon really does. Bring forth sin! It looks like the Yaksha statues are glowing at the waist. So we just fire 1 arrow each at the glow. Need my help as usual? We finished the ritual! And...
Close enough. Leave the rest to me.
Where is one? Huh? You two look familiar. What's with one's body? One feels light, weightless. An Adepti art? But as for the matter of one's present location... Wait, that must be it. Of course one must indeed be in a dream.
There's no helping this guy, is there?
Huh? What is the meaning of this? Do you—
Alright, time to take him down a peg.
Such impertinence! Where are one's followers when one needs them? Hey, stop it! Stop it! Ow! Please stop! I surrender! I surrender! Yes, I do. Oh, I thought I was gonna die. Oh, how did I ever have the misfortune to meet you? Please, great Adepti, spare my life.
We did call your spirit here, but we're not Adepti.
You deceive the masses with quackery. Masquerade as an Adeptus. One day, you will reap that which you have sown.
Seems like Xiao's got it.
Oh, great Adeptus. Might I ask your name? It really is you. It's truly you. Never in—
You know about Xiao?
Of course. My grandfather was a folklorist. To this day, I am an avid collector of— But ever since I discovered a sigil of permission, well, at first, I was just imitating the Adepti for fun.
So to sum you...
Yes. Thank you both for allowing me to
Then
Please allow me to swear this oath before... I swear to turn away from evil.
I will remember your oath.
Thank you. 1,000 thanks for your forgiveness.
he seemed very earnest when he was making that oath there. Oh, wait. We haven't gotten the sigil of permission back.
My demon expelling mantra is ready.
Hey there, boss. Star Snatcher.
Star Snatcher. He signed in here under the name Wong Ping An. He's already checked out. He said he wished to go... Ah, yes! He also requested that I give this letter to a traveler who journeys...
Talking fairy?
Well, anyway, you must be the traveler. Here's...
How strange that he would leave a letter for us. Come on, open it, Paimon. Huh? Seems like he actually left us a few nice trinkets. Along with... Woohoo! The sigil of permission! Paimon hasn't met a bad guy like him in a long time. Yeah. Anyway, let's go... We got the sigil of permission back. Do you want...
You have my thanks.
May I take your order, sir?
1 grilled ticker fish.
Certainly. We'll prepare it for you immediately.
No almond tofu this...
Ticker fish was Pervasi's favorite dish. I just wanted to... But... was there anything else? I... am accustomed to eating alone.
And so, Detective Paimon...
Howdy. Please.
Let's guess where you're from.
not that, Paimon. It's just that this is how lots of scary stories go.
Huh?
Quick, do something! Paimon's intuition says that anyone we run, if he gets us, he's gonna eat.
Who are you? Traveler? Are you from one of the other... Could it be that you... I'm just here for a funeral. I don't mean to offend.
Whew. Seems he's just your average scaredy cat. Yep. You should leave the introductions to... Don't be afraid.
Gods protect me!
No! Stop freaking out and...
Relax. Yes, whatever you say. Don't come any closer. I mean you no harm. Don't touch me.
Hey! Paimon already said... Was it something Paimon said? Let's go after him. He might do something stupid.
Oh? Don't get too excited. These are clients, not go.
Exactly! We said we're not... Although...
Yeah, forgive me. This is one of our new undertakers, Meng. It's his first time working a funeral, so...
Funeral...
Oh, you know Zhang Li? Well, I'm Hu Tao, the current director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. A satisfying trade to be in, though, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is well known around town.
Yeah, if we were looking for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's help, this...
But you see, I wasn't referring to clients in the business sense. Everyone who... Sooner or later.
Well, that's dark.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor welcomes advanced reservations. When you choose us, but be sure to book the right date. Pro tip, it is a living nightmare trying to get flowers at short notice. Speaking of dates, if you're struggling to decide, please do come and talk it over. I'd hate to see you still alive and kicking when your big day comes.
Whoa! Slow down! That's... You... There's a lot to unpack here.
You'll have to excuse her. We'd heard that there'd been some supernatural activity at Wuwang Hill. It went very smoothly. According to the director...
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, Wuwang Hill, funeral... You two, on the other hand, have no business coming to Wuwang Hill.
Maybe your understanding of
Adventure? You must hail from the Adventurers Guild. Then you are one of our distinguished clients. What?
Wood? What do you mean?
That's just how we gauge our clients' importance. We have 4 levels: wicker, bamboo, wood, and marble. The higher the grade, the...
But I've just only heard of this.
Well, that's because I only just thought of it. Oh, take a look. Our adventurers spend the whole day scaling mountains, clearing domain. Clients like these deserve better treatment. Taking an interest in their daily life. Oh, touched a nerve, did I? I'd have thought any adventurers who dare come... Anyway, I have a favor to ask. Recently, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has been trying to strike a business deal with the let me think what I could offer you as a
we're looking for someone. We've asked a lot of people, but nobody seems to have a clue.
This seems like something right up my alley. I can even inquire with... You see? Helping me will be worth your while. Come on then, my able assistants. Let's get down to Leo...
When did we become... Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. The ones who no longer speak. Oh, did she mean talking to the dead? She's a weird one.
You again. Look, I told you, we're not—
Come on, there's no reason to get upset. Look, one of your members is an avid support. Oh, since our last negotiation, I've come up with a new proposal. First things first. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor will prioritize the Adventurers Guild requests above all. That's not all. We also provide an on-site cadaver collection service covering almost all regions in Liyue. Now, we do charge a slight premium for—
I don't think you're hearing me.
Okay, all right. I get it. You want to bargain a little more. But our offer is— Just think about it. An adventurer's life is full of unexpected threats. It's only natural to take—
Yeah, no. I'm not so sure. Speaking of precautions, I'd rather focus on keeping my— It's time for you to go. I have to attend to a—
Oh, wait, hold on. What would you say to a group—
Director, please, you did your—
If Paimon understood all that correctly, it seems like she's trying to—
Yeah, nothing left to do here. Rejecting a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's their loss. Some things are inevitable. It's only a matter of time. Seems like the old ways are the most reliable after all. Mung, are you done preparing our promotion?
My apologies. I'm only about halfway through.
Trust me, they're going to work wonders. This marketing strategy, clients in need come to our door and write down their commissions on blank wooden tiles. I fulfill the requests written on each tile to make sure our clients are satisfied with the service. Although, it is a bit of a hassle with the constant back—
No, Director, I'm not asking about the wooden tiles themselves, but about the special offer they advertise.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor should keep up with the times. Just think about it. Business development is a crucial element of every prosperous enterprise. I put up posters just like all the other shops, but then I organized the Wangsheng Visitors Day, but no one showed up.
Well, that doesn't come as a huge surprise.
And finally, I discovered that the traditional ways are the most reliable after all. So now, I go from door to door looking for people and organizations willing to cooperate. The other method I'm trying is using the wooden tiles as coupons. Just by writing things like, buy—
What do they buy?
A solid and durable second home. Well, they may not need it right away, but they can be sure that when they do, it will still be as good as new. It won't start deteriorating before— All right, Mung. Keep adding those special offers to the wooden tiles. Oh, I get it. You think that our special offers— It is true. I was offering all kinds of great benefits to— But in doing so, I neglected my old client. Let me do some market research. Wait here, my faithful assistants.
Paimon already told you we're not yours. Guess we got dragged into somebody else.
You must be the director's new hire.
Not us. We're just very curious about Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Well, I wouldn't get too curious if I were you. The director is tactful when it comes to what should—
Her? We should get going. Let's go find Hu Tao.
That's settled then. Write it like this. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor Bumper Sale. Buy one, get one free. Buy— I love it. Better than all that lifeless—
But Director, isn't Lifeless the name of—
That's old hat. We're opening up—
Why does Wangsheng Funeral Parlor need to open up?
Poor guy's given up.
Right, we should get going. I am not—
We?
Who else? Do you see anyone else around here?
Stop adding little afterthoughts like that!
Just a joke. Sorry. Everything you see is everything that... lighten up. The way I see it, people make death scary. What people truly fear about departing this world is suffering and regret. To deal with the trauma... oh, baseless fantasies. What we've ended up with is a topic that people are... oh, more approachable and appeasable.
I wouldn't say that.
You must have come across a particularly ferocious entity. The job of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is to guard the border between life and death. One component of this is... so for ordinary folks, the best case scenario is ignorance of all...
Then you really don't have any excuse for spooking the heck out of people.
You make it sound so abominable. I'm just trying to get them to see the humor in it all. I never thought you'd be such a bore. Never mind. All right, let's get...
Director, wait.
Big G? Who's that?
Oh, nothing. Just something Mung's been pleading with me to take care of.
Where are we going?
To visit an important potential client. I'll lead the way.
That's where it's at.
Let me tell you how
Sorry.
Hello, I'm Hu Tao, director...
Okay, so why would someone from Wangsheng...
Nothing major. How are you? You shouldn't ignore them, by the way. Very often they're an when we're healthy, it's easy to forget the crushing fragility of life.
What are you getting at? I'm in great health. Go and find some other poor soul. Goodbye.
Why did they get angry? What's wrong with a few earnest health tips?
Paimon thinks it's because they're coming from the director of a funeral parlor.
With her white hair and her whole demeanor. Lady Kuchen really outdid herself with that excellent fireworks display.
Adventure time! Off we go!
Leo Lee Pavilion. Best Lee food in town.
And you are? Be quick. I'm busy.
Hello there. Would you be interested in understanding a bit about our services at the
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. So you're out here looking for new customers?
Hardly. Isn't this the fashion these days? Bring the service...
I'm not sure it's every service that falls into... anyway...
Another failure. Still, not the end of the world.
Paimon's curious. Does this approach ever work out for you?
I know your face. Don't apologize. Get to know us. Ever hear the saying, out with the old, in with the new? Well,
if you keep talking like this, I'll have to call the...
No. Okay. But Wangsheng Funeral Parlor awaits.
You really don't give up, do you?
Are you trying to make me feel better? Well, thank you. Seems you understand me far better.
Not really. This is just getting really uncomfortable.
Business development? Is that what you... Surely you don't think all that was business?
Then what was it exactly? Traumatized?
No. The business development... I was helping to find somebody for Meng. You remember Big G? As it turns out, the Big G that Meng is looking... The 3 we saw just now were all people I suspected of being followed by Big G. But having seen them, so we just had a quick chat, and I left it at that.
Why didn't you say so? Paimon thought you had some...
Huh? What would I need that kind of ability? Were you seriously hoping that the director of the Wong...
Paimon was trying to subtly imply that...
Well, let's leave that for now and head back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. This Big G... Meng, I'm back.
I see. Well, I'm just sorry for the
Who is this Big G?
I guess I should start at the beginning. Big G was one of them. We were the... I've never forgotten. But recently, after one such visit, I started to feel... I can't help but wonder. Did I disturb him somehow? Perhaps. I don't have proof. How would I ever come to terms with my...
That's why he joined Wangsheng Funeral Parlor in place of a salary. And in fact, what Meng has said is entirely plausible. Spirits on occasion do find a... But as for evil spirits, I think you're scaring yourself.
But are you sure there's no danger? I couldn't bear for him to go around...
You see what I mean? Look at the state of him. If we can't find Big G, those people we found today were also Meng's childhood friends. I thought there was a good chance...
Wong Hill, childhood friends?
Sorry, excuse me. Is this Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? My name's Luo Chung. I've had this off... Some of my friends and I went to Wuwang Hill the other day on a dare. After I returned home, I fell ill. I think that it's a...
Say no more. There's no doubt it's a demonic...
You believe so too? That it's just like they say in the tales of old. The vengeful... And if the curse isn't lifted, it will burn through the body. The symptoms I'm having are just like those described...
Wuwang Hill?
Hold your horses, both of you.
Isn't that exactly what you like to...
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor specializes in demonic stuff like this.
All right. Don't panic. Leave it to me. However, in order to lift the curse, we need... Come with me, my trusty assistant.
I guess I'll come too.
Help him make the preparations first. The incense exorcism. The one I... When you're ready, come and find me. Once we've finished with this...
Okay, I guess.
Right. Let's go.
we go!
Rituals are you could—
No ritual at all. We just need to kill— Wait, you didn't take all that vengeful god's curse stuff seriously, did you? You saw those two. One thinks he's been cursed, and the other one believes his friends turned into an evil— Now you see why I believe that ordinary folks— I've seen too many people lose their senses on account of things like this. If you want— And the best way to do that is to make a great show of destroying the—
Sounds like that might work. If you were trying to cheer up a 3— Why would you ask that? Paimon just wants to know why we can't tell everyone the truth.
Because you can't guarantee that telling an ignorant person the truth will improve the situation, and what I can do is pretend to pull back anyone who believes their time is nigh. But since the curse is imaginary, our fix will also—
Makes sense. But
do you know the history of the Yaksha? They once fought against the ancient gods. They fought brilliantly in a battle that engulfed the whole— That resentment turned into a pestilence spreading amongst the ordinary folk. Hysteric people mistook— The plague took the lives of many, which only furthered its spread. Then someone discovered how to prevent it from spreading. Purify the air and burn the bodies of the deceased. The pioneers of—
Paimon didn't see that coming.
Yes. Anyway, it took many years, but eventually the plague— We've dealt with similar phenomena multiple times throughout the ages. To sum it up, we are gatekeepers, guarding the border for the sake of both the living and the— So when I say this curse is just a figment of the imagination, I say it with more certainty than most. Anyway, let's wait a bit more and get ready for the show. Ah, you're finally here! We just finished our preparations. Now, look here. This device is used to drive away evil spirits. But don't worry, the traveler here is a seasoned warrior and will assure our safety. Oh, right. I forgot to tell you.
Will that really solve my—
Trust the director. She might look like a weirdo, but she's—
How can you call me a weirdo? I mean, wouldn't you say it's more charmingly naive? All right, let's get down to business.
Is it really possible to materialize the curse?
Submit for judgment! But...
Hey, yeah! Booba, get them!
I'm counting on you!
No, my sword! I'm going in!
One with my blade! From whence you came!
How are you feeling?
Yes, I feel more invigorated than... I can't express how grateful I am for your and the Traveler...
Great. In which case... You've been pranked! This exorcism device? People like you wouldn't recognize it, but... And those were real monsters, not a manifestation. So riddle me this. If I didn't do anything to lift the...
The curse? Then why was I sick?
Well, you caught a cold, ate something bad, or just scared yourself sick. It's anyone's guess. But I'm leaning towards the last option. Wouldn't be the first time.
How unexpected.
I also didn't expect that.
Don't mention it. I found a way to deal with your fears this time, but I can't do it. Human life is short. Enjoy.
Wow. I
feel relieved to see that it wasn't Big G's doing. However, since we are done with the matter at hand...
I believe that won't be needed. He found us first.
Big G?
I didn't mean to bother you. Any of you.
This is Big G?
Well, he is a spirit. It's quite...
That's not what Paimon meant.
Let's bring him back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Let's light it up! Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me. Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not. Oh, ow! Where did that come from? No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on, let's go!
After all that's happened, Paimon's not even sure what's going on anymore.
Actually, I'm not surprised in the slightest. Remember what it was a twist of fate that made him leave Wuwang Hill in the first place.
This explanation sounds a bit...
Actually, she pretty much summed it up.
Huh?
Don't ever question my...
I just wanted to check up on my friends. I promise I wasn't up to any mischief. A few days ago, some people came to Wuwang Hill on a dare. I heard them saying they'd come from Liyue Harbor.
Ah, it must have been poor Luocheng that you followed. Maybe he didn't notice you, but he could still feel your presence.
I was just...
Well, I assume so, otherwise he wouldn't have been scared half to death.
Yeah, Hu Tao and Meng were searching for you.
Oh, that's because I couldn't find them. It's...
Now that you mention it, Big G always had a poor sense of direction.
So, all of this was... Why didn't you just fly? Like any other ghost or spirit?
It's too high for me.
That's right, yes! He used to be so afraid of You haven't changed a bit.
I knew I wasn't supposed to show myself to the living, and with so many... I wouldn't have found you if it weren't for the Leyline Monolith's call.
I'm so relieved that you haven't become...
Like I said, don't ever doubt my professional instincts.
But he just said he wanted to visit his friends. Apart from me, there's also little Wu...
Well... If that's the case, we can't let it... Meng and I will escort Big G back to Wuwang Hill. You meet with those three and ask them for keep...
They're all friends. Can't we just go there all together? Or...
That's not a good idea.
I wouldn't want ordinary folks to become superstitious. So be careful what you say when you collect...
Are we really going with Hu Tao's plan? At least by keeping things low-key, we won't be giving anyone nightmares.
Off we go!
What should I try this time?
Listen, let me tell you how it is.
Hi!
Oh, you. Sorry, I won't be needing the funeral parlor's services anytime soon. Yes. I don't know why he started working for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, but he must have had his reasons. He's on his own now. Did he tell you about it?
Yeah, he did. If you could pick, just, theoretically speaking. We're just being hypothetical here. Definitely not good.
I'd cook something for him. Oh, he could eat spicy food like no. I can make it for you if you bring me some. I'm sure he'd appreciate the flavor of his childhood years.
Deal! Just give us a minute.
Julian chilies are a common sight. Julian chilies are a
toast for our success.
Great. This should be enough. I'll get started on the Julian chili chicken. When everyone's ready, I'll get the dish over.
Great! See you. How did he...
Adventure time! Off we go!
Leo Lee Pavilion. Best Lee food in town.
Not you again. I told you, I'm not interested in the inner workings of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Mung told us about you. You're good friends, right?
That's true, yes. Come to think of it, I remember he did join Wangsheng Funeral Parlor recently. It didn't take long for his good friends to figure out why, but I know there's nothing we can say to help him get over it. So, is Big G...
How did you know? We didn't even...
I'm a businessman. I've got a... Everyone hears the name Moo Moo and thinks I must be dim-witted. I never heard... Here, take this. It's a top-of-the-line toy, but today, business is booming.
Wow, you must...
For me, it's... So, having found me, I guess you'll be looking for Little Wu and Songzi next.
Mm-hmm. We already saw Little Wu.
I see. If it's Songzi you're after, let's meet at the overpass at Feiyun Slope. I've got an errand to run. I'll come find...
Place to go for classic UA dishes.
Bang! And with that, the fate of the
Senua Kiosk. Place to go for classic UA dishes.
Huh? You're all here.
Reminiscing about old times. Thinking back to past...
Our hometown was completely destroyed in a disaster, so we've got nowhere to go back to.
They've just been telling me you're looking for keepsakes. I make artisan Sao lanterns down by Liyue Harbor. I guess a few days ago I bought some quality plastrite shards. I've already spoken to the manager.
Seems like you already know what's going on.
that skulking around?
Hi, we're here to pick up the...
I think she mentioned it. The plastrite shards are over in that crate there.
All tasks have been handed out. Ah, how relaxing.
These look like what Sungza was talking about. Let's head back.
Especially in the evening.
Adventure time! Off we go!
Honey.
Adventure time! Off we go!
My thanks to both of you. This looks like great stuff. Please, wait a moment. Okay, there we go. I wrote all 5 of our names inside the lantern. You know, during the annual lantern rite, no matter what the days may bring, whichever roads we choose to take, while this rite remains observed, each of us remains the same.
As for the matter of Big G, the 3 of us have discussed amongst ourselves and agreed we won't press you on it.
But if you get the chance, please let them know, and that the things we once spoke of, they've all come to pass.
Thank you. We'll pass it on. Big G is lucky. We got everything we need. Let's go to Wuwang Hill and find Hu Tao and the others.
Even better than I imagined. It's my lucky day.
Rain outlines your fate.
my plane.
Oh, you're back already? You didn't go spilling the beans, did you?
Does Paimon look that unreliable to you?
I'm kidding. Anyway, nevertheless, when it comes to things like ghosts and ghouls, spirits and souls, which explains why they were reluctant to pry and find out the full story, which is just as well, because guard the border between life and death. This is Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's most important.
So what about us? Does it matter?
Of course not. After all, you were caught up in all this already, just like Meng. It's not the end of the world. And where we're going, don't be surprised at what you may see or what may occur. All of it exists within the border between the living and the dead. An ordinary place, really. Whatever you do, don't get all worked up over nothing, okay? Or else by the time we're out, I'll have to erase your memories. So listen to everything I say. Let's go.
Paimon's scared, but like Huta says, we're already caught up. Wow! What is this place?
Somewhere close to death, but not like the hell or underworld from the tales of old. This is just a place where the ley lines tend to go a little bit haywire. So keep your cool. Follow me. The farewell ceremony site is just up ahead.
That pattern looks familiar.
From the right angle, you can make out the whole thing.
Oh, just like last time.
Huh? Phew. Huh? Huh? Phew. Go. Phew.
This place doesn't feel at peace.
That's why it's named the border. You can't just cross whenever you please. You need to have a little... how do people normally put it? Pomp and ceremony?
I'm pretty sure that's not how people put it.
By the way, I imagine Adventurers Guild members are good at making order of things. See if you can find a way to get the right things into the right places. Usually it requires a bit of destruction as well as elemental reactions. On your marks.
You talking to us?
Cross over! Go! Time to go!
This looks the same, but there aren't enough. So confusing. Let's have a look around. Or up ahead.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Huh? Isn't this where we just were before? A touch of frost.
No, my sword!
What in Tevat is going on? Have we even been moving forward this whole time?
It's almost as if we're constantly being sent back to the beginning. Everything resets.
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. It seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
So you set us up?
Yeah. If you don't have enough, then why not just carry it through a few more times?
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
So you set us up?
Yeah. If you don't have enough, then why not just carry it through?
Finally! Paimon thought we...
That's exactly the point. Trespassers and...
So, that's the weird stuff...
Yep.
What?
Welcome to the farewell ceremony site. Our destination is just up ahead. I know you're excited, so feel free to have a look around and talk amongst yourselves. Soon you'll find out there's nothing special about this place.
Are you clients? Seeing that it was Hu Tao that brought you puts me at ease. My name is Lan Si. Everyone says waiting is difficult. I can keep waiting, but it's all the same to me.
Are you new here? What a cool... I can't believe how nice the scenery is. I thought it'd be all pitch black and freezing cold. Here I can finally work out a lifetime of emotions. It's fantastic. By the way, have you seen Uncle...
That guy?
Good for him. I wonder...
If you're curious, why don't we go and see for ourselves?
Some other time, perhaps. I'd like to stay...
It's the lantern rite again. Wouldn't it be cool if we got to see the lanterns ourselves one day?
You can make a wish without a lantern, you know. My mom told me.
Yell it? Isn't that kind...
As soon as the first person yells, and everyone else just joins in, and nobody feels embarrassed anymore.
That's right. Little Wu, you...
Alright, I wish I could open a massive restaurant with never-ending dishes and...
That's your wish?
If that's so funny, what's your wish?
To get rich, of course. Do big business and make a load of mora.
Yeah, if you get rich, you could buy that
Not just one for everyone. No.
Well, if Momo's gonna be a businessman, then
Whoa, it's tough getting rich.
As for me, I want to learn to make Mingxiao lanterns. The big
Yeah! That way we don't need to go to Liyue Harbor to release Xiao Lan.
Anyway, those are our wishes.
Me?
Huh? They all disappeared.
It brings back so many memories.
It's been so long. Have all those wishes really come true?
We asked each of them for parting gifts. Little Wu's become a chef. Momo's a
Really? Wow.
We've never forgotten our childhood dreams. We've kept them in anyway.
Hey, take a hint. Let's give them some space to go over the good old days.
Take the hint? Really? Of all of us, you're the one who needs to learn how to read the room!
Really? The end result is the same, though. As I explained, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was once upon a... During the Archon War, piles of corpses covered the wilderness. People were plunged into misery. Such were the times when the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first established. As humans,
they must have paid a huge price for that.
After generations, Liyue Harbor became a bustling hub of prosperity, luring people with dreams of great fame and abundant more. By that I mean the remnants of the defeated gods that ravaged the world. I won't go into specifics of that situation. It took a long time. Longer than you'd think to restore balance and reinstate the border. Without it, Liyue Harbor as we know it wouldn't be here today. Neither would the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, you or me. The previous directors all love to tell this one too, although, if you ask me, I think I tell it best. What you make of my words is up to you. I do hope that most of it flew over your heads, though. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is just that. We live in peaceful times, but this harmonious coexistence... Huh? It's about time. Let's go.
What kind of place?
I just mean where we first bumped into each other. I come up with fun names for things sometimes. I think we did everything we could to make you happy, Big G, wouldn't you say? But if you ever really do become an evil spirit and come back with
I won't, I promise. Now that I know that my friends are doing so well.
I also want to thank you. You made my dream come true.
So you should also mind my warning, Mung. If you won't let go of the past, I might...
How can you say such horrendous things?
Well then, last but not least, let's say our...
See you later, Big G.
Not like that. You won't be seeing him later.
No worries. I'm sorry. Of all the wishes we yelled that day, only ours hasn't come true.
Nah, don't be bothered by that.
Alright, I'll remember you all.
He's gone then. I thought that closure would bring me relief, but all I could...
So, what was the wish you two...
Well, after each of us has started a family and built a career, that's why I envy my friends so much. Little Wu and the rest.
That's right. Also, think about this. Everyone gets... So enjoy your life while you can, and when your duty to the living is over...
Either way, I don't think I'll ever return to...
No worries. It's a good opportunity for you to go on vacation. Consider your leave approved. Naturally.
Aren't you forgetting about something?
I took you to the border and let you have a look around, didn't I? But based on your reaction, it seemed...
The biggest pity of all is your lack...
I was fishing around on your behalf through the channels that aren't accessible to you. Unfortunately, I didn't find it. I'll keep my eyes open in case anything crops up. If...
You don't sound like you mean...
I'm not an expert on tracking down the living. However, if you want...
Stop saying creepy...
Relax. I'll help you look for them. You have my word.
Reasons?
The spirits we saw near the border are the dead that still... But I've never seen any of the previous This means that becoming the director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was the right decision for them.